Okay, so I wanted you guys to see that it doesn't really matter. I mean, this is me, and this is why I say this. This is me whether I'm competing or competing on stage or just competing with myself. I will never, unless I have a massive migraine and a super high fever and like throwing up, will I ever really take off. But of course, now I can't. So even though, as you can hear, I'm extremely congested, I still had a really great workout, and then I totally should have videotaped it, but my cardio that I do after, because today's upper body day, today was upper body day, it was back, it was a new routine, I was like pouring sweat. It was like in my eyes, and then usually I practice my posing before I do my cardio, but I did it afterwards because there was a Zumba class going on and there was a lot of people in the spin room. So then I decided I'm going to wait until after cardio and then see if some of the people leave the spin room. And there was only one person in. Then I went in and turned on the lights, and then all of a sudden there was like 7 people. I've never in all my life have anybody ever asked me if I was in Zumba. So I had my headphones on, and she's like, oh my God, are you practicing your Zumba? And I said no. And then another woman asked me if I was in Carnival. 2 things I've literally never been asked in my life. And it was because of my shoes, which you can see, they are right here in my bag, right next to my straps for me to do my bent over rows. Okay, so I am in the car with my son right now. I'm about to shut up because he's doing his homework, and then we are about to walk in. We, as in he, is about to go into Kumon, and I am going to sit here and read this new program that I just bought to learn more about more CECs for my education. So I'm going to sit in the car and do that. Okay, deuces. Okay, we came to 7-Eleven so I can get a cup of coffee, and I got him a little bit of fruit. Usually I wouldn't do that, but he wanted something, and he ate all his lunch at school. I got him a bottle of water, and it is literally exactly 3 o'clock, and he finished both of his homeworks. He got like maybe 1-2 questions wrong, but he did both of his pages in like 15 minutes. Usually he'll start it in the car, so I am very proud of you. Very proud. I did. I just checked it. So that is what Kumon. I did. I checked. I'm not going to show them. No, it's a waste. But yeah. So Kumon is the bomb. If you would have seen, I mean, the difference is that I wish you would have seen how he used to be. He used to get very frustrated when doing his homework. He used to get really upset. A lot of anxiety. It would take him a really long time to do it, so... He's bringing it back. Yeah, that was kind of. I mean, actually, that's not even anything compared to what it used to be. I don't know what it is. I can't do it. And then he would go like this, and he would not be smiling. So, Kumon is bomb. I know, I'm like, put that in your folder, please, babe, and then put that in your book. No, that's not your folder. Okay, we are going to go to Kumon now, and then that's it. And then we always say his studies have to come first, and the fact that he's doing so well in his studies, he goes to boxing tonight, and then tomorrow he's got soccer, and then Wednesday he does Awana or soccer. No, Awana or boxing. If he gets everything done, he gets out of school a little early on Wednesdays, so he usually can get it done. And then if he really wants to go to Awana, which he usually always does, and if they can make it, they'll go to conditioning class, and then he can go to Awana. If he can't, then he knows he misses Awana every other week. But so far he's been on point. He's been getting his homework done, getting his Kumon done, not having to go to Kumon on Wednesday because they only go on Monday and Thursday. And then, yeah, so that's just, I mean, I just feel like even with how crazy our life is, it is so much, like, I was just having this conversation with him because Nanai told me about how he had made a comment about how he has a busy life. And I said, if you're bored, that means that you're not spending time bettering yourself. So if you're busy doing Kumon, you're making you smarter. If you're busy doing sports, it's making you more confident and making you more of an athlete and a well-rounded individual. So he understood that this morning, and he has to go to the bathroom. So we're going to go across the street to Kumon, sit down. Okay. I know you can't see, but it's a little dark, but I just wanted to show you, this is my world. And it is 3:05. Gotta get the food logs. Okay, so remember guys, I do 2 rounds of 15 minutes because my stairs only goes in 15-minute increments. Oh my God, I'm hurting. This is my 2nd round. I'm done now, and I'm gonna do a video. Okay, so I can't possibly express to you how much pain I'm in. This is how I did my cardio, and I am so beyond sick. My client that I do the first food logs for in the morning, she gets to hear how I am super fresh in the morning, and then you guys saw, oh my God, dripping. Pouring sweat, but I did all my intervals the same. I didn't go any higher, but I did them the same as I always do. I feel like a dragon, like breathing super hot, and then it feels like there's fire in my nose. But all I think about is how I want to motivate people. All I think about is how badly I can't give in today, because if I give in today, I'll give in later on today, I'll give in tonight, I'll give in tomorrow. So I am pushing through. What do I always say? Be mentally stronger than what you physically feel. Yes, I have a little bit of a headache. I don't have any fever or anything like that. I totally just wiped my eyes with snot. You saw that? And but I'm happy. I'm happy I got it done. Every minute that went by, I just kept saying, 1 more minute, 1 more minute, 1 more minute high, 1 more minute low. And that's it. So today is shoulders, and it's Tuesday, so it's my night off. So I'm going to go into the studio, train clients, go do shoulders, practice posing, go do my post upper body cardio, and then that's it. I got my waist trainer on. Oh my God. Okay, that is the only 1 line of dry. So, considering how sick I am, and even I'm really shocked that the whole thing is soaking wet. Yesterday, I have to be honest, yesterday I was pouring sweat on the stairs, pouring sweat on the stairs, and that was my post-back cardio, and then I posed after that, and I was looking at some of the videos, because I videotaped myself, and I was in the spin room, because there was Zumba in the Group X room, and which you guys heard from the video that I posted yesterday, and oh my God, I had so much butt sweat, it was so gross. So it was like all the way down to here, and then it was like, I was wearing blue pants, it was like, oh God, and the lights were on and everything. But I'm going to start measuring, so not like it really matters to me. Like, I always tell people, like, if you have a goal, whether it's gain, loss, or whatever, numbers don't lie. So, you know, sometimes the scale, it doesn't really matter. I can care less. My coach asks me about it, but I know right now that I weigh 152, because I weighed myself yesterday with all my clothes on. And, but when I was trying to put on weight on my legs, and when I was bulking before I started this, I did my own measurements. He didn't ask for them, I just like to do them. That's the best way that you can track. And then I do this for my clients. This is just a little piece of advice for you guys. Whether you have a coach or not, and whether your coach requires this or not, for you to truly see progress, you have to do numbers, and you have to do pictures. And you always want, like, I've had people ask me, you know, you've seen me throughout the years, and do you think that I've changed? I've even had clients that have asked me, do you see a change in me over these past couple weeks? And then I might say, we got to do your side-by-sides, because that's where we compare. And it's not in gym clothes, because gym clothes, like, it's like with me, I can wear a tank top that can give me the illusion of a waist, which I don't have. I mean, you can kind of see it's very square. So, you know, it was more here when I had this thing on. But you clothes, they give the illusion, you know, they make everything look bigger. Like, I mean, I'm wearing right now these Celestial Bodies scrunch booty. So black always makes your butt look smaller, black, which is why I always wear dark colors up top and light colors down low. So those of you that'll see my secret, so it makes my legs look bigger and my upper body look a little smaller. And then, so getting back to you, so if you want to see what your progress is, you should do your own, whether you're working with somebody or not. Do pictures, wear the same style outfit. For my clients, I always tell them it's got to be the exact same angles. So if somebody tall takes your pictures, you got to have the camera over here the second time that you take them. Make sure you're in almost the same outfit. Obviously, if you have a weight loss goal, it's going to be getting smaller, so you want to pick almost the same thing. If you're going to wear a bathing suit, wear the same bathing suit, same style. Don't do a low-rise one and then a super high one, because the super high ones, which is why the figure suits are super high, they give that illusion of a nice waist. The cross back gives the illusion that, and lat spread. So whatever, for those of you out there that want to track your progress and you're not with somebody, I suggest measurements. So if you want to see if your waist is getting smaller, measurements. You know, I tell people about this, about how I'm an ambassador for the company, and about how if you put my coupon code in, it's the Vedette, VEDETTE 385, I believe. That's the cincher. And then if you put in coupon code JAOCVIP, you get 15% off. So a friend of mine on Facebook, she's like, oh my God, I just bought mine. I'm going to do pictures and measurements. Yes. And she's not a client. She's just a fan on Facebook. So I'll always, I have my measurements right over here. I haven't done them in a really long time, because right now I don't really care too much about it, because I can see it. So when I was trying to bulk, you know, I was making sure my waist wasn't getting too big. I was making sure my legs were getting bigger in the right areas and all that other stuff. So again, whatever your goal is, and it's real. I have a client that lost 20.5 inches in the first month with me. Another one, 13.5. So you want to track your progress. I do them once every 4 or 5 weeks. So, okay, now this is getting long. Deuces. I got to go get the kids up. I say good morning. Morning. Don't do duck lips. Okay, so totally did shoulders. Feel like complete garbage, but sweaty. Oh, super sweaty. Sweaty down my face. You see it? Okay, now I'm gonna go practice posing, and then I get to chillax with the baby. You guys know I love you. I do it for you. I do it for you. Okay, so just a quick video. Did my cardio as you just saw, and then came in the car. I ate with my lunch bag, and then answered some more emails and stuff like that, food logs from my client that's in Thailand, and some of my nurses that work overnight. And then I had a reminder saved in my phone that I had to go food shopping. I have all my food prepared, but I know I have enough to get me until Saturday, and then I know that Thursday and Friday are going to be pretty insane. And tomorrow I have a coaching call with a client in Ohio, and Wednesdays I usually don't like to plan anything but a call. So I made it a point, even though I feel like garbage now, got a little bit of a headache, and I know people would pretty much say, well, why don't you just give in and just let your body get better? But I truly feel like I can do it. number one, and number two, I'm forcing myself to get better. I don't have a fever. I don't believe in working out if you have a fever. I definitely don't believe that. But I do believe that you have the strength to do your workouts. And right now, again, I would do it whether I was competing or not. But I have to do it from the competition. And then even if I wasn't, I have to do it because I don't want to feel like total garbage. And I would never cancel on a client. I would never cancel on a coaching call. Never. Never. I don't care if I have to be uncomfortable for 2.5 hours on the call, because my motivation is I want to help people that are uncomfortable all day long. So if I'm uncomfortable, my throat bothering me or whatnot, for a little while to do a coaching call with them instead of canceling and knowing that I'm the reason that somebody was disappointed and somebody ever had anything bad to say about me, not in the way of like telling me I look like a man, because I can care less about those people, just physically me doing something that would make somebody feel a certain way or make them feel worse. Or canceling on them, and again, this comes from experience back in the day when I was really struggling with my eating disorder and with the food and the emotional connection to food 10 times worse than it is now. There were times that I did go to the gym, and there were times that, I would go to the gym and my favorite class was canceled because the kickboxing instructor, yes, which I used to love, was a flake, and he just wouldn't show up to class sometimes, and that drove me to want to go eat bad, and I did. And I don't ever want to be the reason that somebody does that. I don't want them to be like, I was totally planning on doing a good workout, now I might as well go eat bad. And I've had that mentality before, and I've done that. So I don't want that to be the reason somebody else does it. I know how hard this program is, and I know, the effort that the clients put in, and I'm gonna work 10 times harder to show them that they're stronger. And if I can do it, and I put myself out there, not at all, like I'm not doing it to like, oh, look at me, I'm working out even though I'm sick. No, I'm 100% doing it like, look, I can do it, you can do it. I'm no better than anybody else. I've had people that have messaged me on Facebook. I wish I had your determination. I wish I had your, that fire that you have. Everybody has it. It's just a matter of digging deep to find what motivates you. My kids, my Crohn's disease, my clients that dig deep. Tony Robbins, linking pain and pleasure. So I link pain to not being an inspiration, to being in the hospital, to having Crohn's disease, to not being a woman of my word, like one of the 4 agreements. Like, there's significant pain linked to that, and pain to never wanting to go back, because I know how horrible it felt to be depressed and to having nervous breakdown at 23 years old and to be in the hospital in a psych ward for 7 days. I know what that feels like, and I refuse to go back. And working out a little bit is nothing compared to that. So that is what motivates me. And showing people that they have that power too. They just have to dig. What is motivating them? Is it fear of getting sick? Is it fear of dying? Is it fear of illness? Is it wanting to get into a dress, even though I don't personally like that motivation, because once you get in the dress, then what's inspiring you? So that's why we all need goals and goals and goals and goals. But I'm going to stop talking now. And I'm going to pull into my driveway. I'm in the driveway, into my garage. All right. Koa did his hair. What? And so did Amir. But he did it with the bed. Johnny Bravo. Oh, it's not as high. You want to say good morning? The duck lips.
What's under his mouth? Is that like bread?
No, it's like a little piece of loose skin. So I'm going to end this video with, I'm definitely feeling better. I slept with only 1 tissue instead of 2 tissues. Cardio was a little rough this morning, but for something emotional that I had a really hard time with, but then I had a really good friend that I reached out to at 5 o'clock in the morning. They reached out to me at 6 o'clock, and it really put my mind at ease, but it made cardio a little bit mentally hard, which is why I forced myself to go a level higher. Number 1, because I was feeling a little better, and number part 2 because I needed to really quiet my mind with what I was going through. But I'm going to end this video with today. Today is Wednesday. I have a coaching call today, so it's going to be a little bit insane. It's also my off day, so I did my cardio this morning, but I don't do training. It's my no-carb day, so I got my eggs and spinach, my egg whites and spinach, and then that's it. But I'm letting you know, tomorrow I'm going to start my next video out with what it looks like when I come home from the gym on Thursday and I clean my stuff and then get myself set for the next day with pills for that night, pills for the next morning, my Incha, my food in the refrigerator, and then everything for the rest of the day that day, since Thursday night I do go back to the gym. So crazy day today, 3-hour call, husband's gonna pick up the kids, and all that jazz. I'm gonna do some busy work right when I get out of the studio today. Work on, I kind of decided, I mean, who really follows blogs these days? And you guys, a lot of you guys are like, just subscribe to my YouTube channel. So I'm gonna probably end up keeping my website with just where all my programs are, but maybe doing, I don't know, I haven't really decided, but I am going to do some busy work and work on some plans for new clients and changing up some new things, learning, reading again my book, and then get on that call and then go back to the studio later, and so on and so forth. So deuces for this video.